Thank you, Greg. Joined now by the great Eric Davis. And Eric, your dear friend, Dave Parker. By the way, we usually see you in red and white, but for the Cobra.
I'm flexing my Cobra-ness right now.
So what has the Cobra meant to you throughout your life?
I don't really think we have enough time to actually go over it. It's been 44 years of my relationship with Dave, and I was 21 years old, and watching the gentle giant walk into Tampa the first time when he came from Pittsburgh, it was kind of like a surreal moment, because like, you didn't have a lot of the highlights and things like that, but to watch him come in, knowing who he was. In high school, I was a believer in We Are Family when they won in 1979, and so that helped not only me but a lot of black kids around the country what family was all about, and that was because of how Stargell raised him and how he raised me. So that's where our introduction was. And after that, my game really evolved when he came there, because he taught me the independency. He taught me the ideology behind team and do what's necessary to win the game that night. And I tried to do that every time I played.
He certainly waited much longer than he should have to be here, Eric. But when you think about the graciousness and the grace that he showed during that long wait, what did that reveal about the person who Dave Parker was?
Well, he was frustrated, just like every baseball fan who knew he should have been in a long time ago. Probably the same as Dick Allen was, and what his family and friends thought. So to hear him talk about it, but not talk about it negatively, which is hard to do when you know you deserve something and somebody somewhere is preventing you from gaining that. He would just always say, when it's time, it's time. And it was, unfortunately, he was right about that, and it's time to go with the Lord superseded his induction in here. But he knew he was a Hall of Famer. He was glad that he was able to get the word when he got it, and he was able to share that with his family, because that's the most important thing. And so having him here, he's here in spirit, but just like everybody else, we would have loved to have him here in the present.
Eric Davis, a dear friend of Dave Parker and one of the great players of his generation as well. Eric Davis, thank you so much for your time today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.